I'm Warren Fader. I'm a partner at Marks Securities, and I head up our family business and entrepreneurial practice. Recently, I had the privilege of working with Steve Townsend, who was the founder of a company called PowerTown. PowerTown is an outsourced provider of services to large utilities and power companies. PowerTown has over 150 trained electricians. They have bucket trucks, they have other trucks. They work the high voltage power line. It is very dangerous work. It is very specialized work. And the number one priority of PowerTown is safety. And PowerTown has a fabulous safety record, and they deliver quality services in a very efficient manner, which makes them a preferred provider for the large power companies in the Southeast. Their specialty is line construction, which is distribution. They're based in Tampa, Florida, where there are tons of power lines up and down the state. The demographics are terrific. There's a lot of new construction, and they are a top quality provider to power companies of these outsourced services. Steve's story is a great story and representative of a lot of the clients that we work with. Steve joined the power company when he was 20 years old as a linesman, and for over 25 years made his way up the corporate ladder and reached a point where he went out on his own to start doing his own work. Fast forward to a couple of years ago, Steve now had 150 people working for him, but he had really reached the level where he was comfortable of managing a company of this size. Steve was at a crossroads, so he came to us and we found a perfect partner for Steve, a 50-year-old, very well-respected private equity firm called AEA Investors. AEA was backing a former CEO of a large utility who recognized the trend that utilities would be outsourcing these services and saw the need and the opportunity to aggregate the best-in-class providers of these outsourced services to power companies. When we introduced the opportunity to AEA and to their investor, they were thrilled. They saw this as a perfect adjunct to their strategy and became the best partner for PowerTown. With AEA and Intragato as Steve's partner, he now has a new CFO to help do a lot of the day-to-day operations. He has a new head of human resources. He's able to allocate capital, where before he was renting most of his trucks. He now will own most of his trucks, and he'll be able to really focus on growing revenue on behalf of PowerTown and the entire Intragato group. Steve was able to sell a large chunk of his company and put a substantial amount of money in the bank, and at the same time have a partner to really help him with the areas of growth that he really needed help with. Then have what we call the proverbial second bite at the apple, where he and his private equity partners would all sell the combined company to another buyer and get a second liquidity event. What Steve got and what all of our clients get is I am at their side, or my partner is at their side from the beginning to the end. We are there to be their counselor, their advisor, and their confidant throughout the entire process. And we were there at Steve's side throughout the entire time to help work through the due diligence process and bring it to a successful close.